Hello, dear students and learners. Myself Vinod Magdum, lecturer in economics, KLE Societies, GI Bagewadi Arts, Science and Commerce, PU College, Nippani, Karnataka. I welcome you all to economics class. Today we are learning about short run equilibrium under perfect competition. I repeat, short run equilibrium under perfect competition. The table of contents included: first, introduction; second, distinction between industry and firm; third, meaning of equilibrium; fourth, price determination under perfect competition; fifth, the concepts of revenue; sixth, revenue curves of firm and industry under perfect competition market; and last, that is summary. Students will learn all these points one by one. English medium students, this video is for you people, and there will be another video to discuss the same topic in Kannada medium for Kannada students. Therefore, watch this video completely in order to understand each and every point of this syllabus and concepts. Let we go that we are learning short run equilibrium under perfect competition. In the introduction part, under perfect competition, industry is the price maker while the firm is the price taker. First, let us understand what is the difference between an industry and firm. What is firm? A firm is a producing unit which produces goods and services for profit. The form of organization or firm can be individual proprietorship, partnership, or corporation government enterprise. For example, Bata Limited, Lee Cooper, Relaxo, Puma, Liberty are examples of firms. Let we understand the meaning of an industry. An industry is an aggregate of all the firms producing the same commodity. Alternately, all the firms producing and selling the same product is known as industry. For instance, firms manufacturer shoes will be collectively called shoe industry. That is, Bata, Liberty, Woodland are individual firms of shoe industry. In short, firms are part of an industry. A firm is an entity whereas industry is a group of firm. Students, let we learn the meaning of equilibrium. Equilibrium is the position or a state in which market supply and demand balance each other, and as a result prices become stable. In other words, we could understand the equilibrium meaning like the situation where the producer or consumer are in a rest position both are in a rest position when the demand and supply of the commodity are equal each other. Through the diagram, we could find out the point where the demand curve equals to the supply curve. When the demand and supply curve intersect each other, there will be the equilibrium point where both the consumers and producers are in the equilibrium position because they are accepting the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. Let me move to the next slide. In this slide, we are discussing about the price determination, how the price will get determined under the perfect competition market. Under perfect competition, price of a commodity is determined by the interaction between demand and supply of the whole industry. Therefore, the industry is called as the price maker. No individual firm can influence the price because its share in the total supply is insignificant. It is because of this reason that firm is said to be price taker and industry is the price maker. This price is called equilibrium price because it brings equilibrium between forces of demand and supply. At equilibrium price, quantity demanded is equals to quantity supplied. Students, we have to make a note of the point that equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity, which the terms are very important for the sake of examination. With examination point of view, that equilibrium price is the market price existed with the demand and supply forces. When the demand equals to the supply in the market, that time what the price is determined to the commodity, that will be the equilibrium price. And equilibrium quantity is that amount of the goods or the quantity where the supply and the demand both are intersected each other. Let me move towards the next slide. Now in this slide we are going to attempt the price, quantity demanded and quantity supplied by an industry. In this table, it is shown about the industry demand and supply. Already we have learnt in the previous class that perfect competition market is a situation where a very large number of buyers and sellers are existed with a homogeneous commodity and uniform price. Now we have understood that the firm is a price taker and an industry is a price maker. Already we said that a single firm could not influence over the price or the quantity alone in the industry. It has an insignificant role in the perfect competition market. Look at this table where in the first column it is shown that the price per unit in terms of rupees and the demand, it is shown in the second column along with the supply in the last column. When the price is rupees 2, demand is more, that is 100, and when the price is rupees 4, the demand is 80. So here we can see the tendency, the responsiveness of demand towards the price. Price increased from rupees 2 to 4. That time the demand fall from 100 to 80. So this tendency will get continue, that rupees 4 to 6, 6 to 8 and 8 to 10, the price of the good get increases. At that time the demand responses in such a way that it starts declining, that is 80 to 60 and 60 to 40 and 40 to 20. Now we can found that uh, there is a inverse relationship, there is a positive relationship between the price and demand. Why? Because when the price is getting increases, the demand is falling or decreasing. Look at the supply side. When the price is rupees 2, the supply is 20. Who do supply? The producer do the supply. The producer is interested to supply more. When there is a fair price to his commodity, he wish to supply more and more. So because of the less price or low price, that is rupees 2, the producer is interested to supply hardly 20 units. So when the price get increased from rupees 2 to 4, the supply will increase from 20 to 40. So similarly, when the price continuously increases from 4 to 6, 6 to 8 and 8 to 10, the supply also increases from 40 to 60, 60 to 80 and 80 to 100. Now the behavior of supply against this price is positive. So when the price is increasing, the supply also increases. Now students, look at the table carefully. We can find out a price where both the demand and supply equal each other. Try to find out that price. Obviously, many of you could found that rupees 6 is the equilibrium price where both demand and supply are 60. Therefore, here equilibrium price is 6 and equilibrium quantity is 60. Let us move towards concept of revenue. We know that producer behaves in such a way where he try to manage all kind of costs by selling the produced quantity at the different prices. Therefore, he is interested to make a maximum profit. And now the producer is looking after the revenue. Already in the previous class we have understood that the cost concepts and costs, that the producer he behaves in such a way that he try to minimize the expenditure, minimize the cost. And now under the perfect competition market, we are looking at the revenue concept. The income earned by the firm is known as revenue. There are three types of revenue: total revenue, average revenue, and marginal revenue. Let me understand the revenue concepts one by one. Total revenue is the total income earned by seller after selling its product. Therefore, we can calculate the total revenue by the following formula. The total revenue is equal to price multiplied with the quantity sold. In other words, we can say that the total revenue is the total income receipts received by the producer after selling a particular amount of goods at the particular price. So simply we could calculate the total revenue with the help of price and the quantity sold. In this short run equilibrium under perfect competition, let we understand the average revenue, that is AR. Average revenue is the income per unit output sold. The formula to calculate the average revenue is AR is equal to TR divided by quantity sold. What is marginal revenue? Marginal revenue is the addition to total revenue with an additional input of output, unit of output sold. This is known as marginal revenue. Therefore, marginal revenue is change in total revenue due to change in the total number of output or product sold. We calculate marginal revenue by following formula. Marginal revenue, that is MR, is equal to TRN minus TRN minus 1, where TRN is equal to total revenue in period N. TRN minus 1 is equal to total revenue in period N minus 1. Now let we understand the table number 2, price, quantity demanded and quantity supplied by a firm. Now here the firm schedule is given, a table is given in order to calculate the TR, AR and MR. In the first column we have taken the price in terms of rupees. Second column is about quantity sold in terms of units. Third column is about total revenue. Next is average revenue, and last one is marginal revenue. In the first column I have mentioned price rupees 6 at all level. Why? Because we already understood that under the perfect competition market, because of the homogeneous commodity or the same product, there will be a single price, that is the uniform price. Now here the price is, we have taken the equilibrium price, that is 6. When the output is sold, in look at the second column, output sold, that is 1. Now total revenue, third column. To calculate the total revenue, we have to multiply the price with the quantity sold. The price is rupees 6 and quantity sold in the second column, that is 1. 6 multiplied with 1 is equal to 6. Now look at in the second level. So that is prices remains same, 6 rupees. Now we are increasing the quantity of good that to be selling in the market. Now quantity sold is 2. 6 multiplied with 2, 12. 6 multiplied with 3, 18. Like that it continues. Now what about the average revenue and marginal revenue? Already we understood marginal revenue, how to calculate it. Marginal revenue and average revenue. Take this average revenue formula. AR is equal to TR divided by Q, that is quantity sold. Now TR at the first level 6, Q is 1, 6 upon 1, 6. Now TR is 12, quantity sold is 2, 12 divided by 2, that is 6. So when you go through this calculation, you will get the same answer, AR, that is 6. When we talk about the marginal revenue, there the value appears, that is 6. So it is nothing but TRN minus 1 or delta TR upon delta Q. It means change in the total revenue due to change in the output sold. Look at the total revenue at the beginning at initial 6. Let me write 6 as it is. Now when the output sold is 2, what is the total revenue? That is 12. So what is the change in the total revenue? 6 to 12. There is a change in 6. Now what is the change in the quantity sold? 1 to 2. That is change is 1. Increased. How much increased that we have to look. So total revenue increased by 6 and output sold increased by 1. 6 upon 1 is equal to 6. Therefore when you go through this calculation, you will get the answer 6. Now here the interesting point is, therefore we say that price, that is 6, that equals to AR, that is 6, that equals to MR, that is 6. Now price P is equal to AR, that equal to MR under the perfect competition market. Now short run equilibrium under perfect competition. Let we learn a revenue curve of firm and industry under perfect competition. Two diagrams have been given here. Look at the diagram. By using the table, we have plotted the datas on the graph. Both AR and MR curves are horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis, which coincides with each other. Since all the firms are selling goods at uniform price, here rupees 6, we can say that there is no difference between AR and MR. Firms are able to sell different units at the same price. Now the basic thing that already understood, whenever we go through talking about the diagrams, we are presenting the different variables. Now in this diagram, the demand and supply, we have okay. Now we are representing demand and supply along OX axis and price along OY axis. That already we have practiced. In the first diagram it is about industry and the second is about the firm. Where in the first diagram the supply and demand curves intersected each other, there the price rupees 6 is determined. That is the equilibrium price that coincides in the firm's diagram, that is in the second diagram. It follows, the firm follows the equilibrium price, that is rupees 6. Now this is what we have understood about the equilibrium price and how the revenue curves plays very important role in the perfect competition market. To sum up, we can say that the total receipt of the seller from the sale of his or her product is termed as revenue. Total revenue is defined as the amount received by the seller from the sale of his products. It can be estimated by multiplying the quantity sold by the price of the commodity. Average revenue is defined as the per unit revenue received by the seller from the sale of his products. It can be estimated by dividing total revenue earned by the producer from the units of the commodity sold. AR curve represents the demand curve for the firm. Marginal revenue is defined as the revenue earned by the producer from the sale of one additional unit of commodity. In other words, marginal revenue may be defined as the change in total revenue due to change in one unit of the commodity sold. Now, this is the end of today's class. Students, so far you have discussed about the perfect competition market, its associate concepts such as the equilibrium price, equilibrium quantity, and how the price that equals to the AR and MR. Therefore, go through making a note of all these points. Okay, stop the video wherever you want to make a note, pause it and make a note of it, write down in the book. Okay, see you again in the next class. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.